Yo, keeping this thing right, moving right along though. Who has struggled on the offense or the defense that we did not expect? And I think there's a lot of people that we could say. For me, starting on the offense, I'm going to be honest with you, man. It was the two guards, Trey Turtle and Norwell. Like I don't. I mean, we can go back to the videotape. I know I was excited when I was like, all right, cool. Sheriff's gone fine, but we get two guys in here that have played in the league that, and they're healthy, they're ready to go. Yes, let's get it. Man, I was wrong. What in the world, man? Now, man, I totally regret that. I don't, maybe maybe it's a system, maybe it's they just aren't that great. I mean, Trey Turner was with the Steelers and they didn't re-sign him. They let him go. So
and they have a bad offensive line.
Right. That should have told you something right there. So that's definitely something that I didn't see it. I did not see that coming, man. And it's definitely reared its ugly head for a good portion of the season. Defensively, honestly, on defense, this is not for a player. This is for an injury. Then we're going to go into it towards the last question, but I expect to see Chase back. I know we said maybe potentially week 8 or anything like that. I didn't think it was going to drag out this long.
Yeah.
I'm not upset with it per se because we've talked about, hey, if we can get him back towards the end, let him get going and get on the pitch, maybe and get rearing for the playoffs. Cool. Limit the injuries, whatever, get him on the pitch count. I'm with that, but I don't know. I really thought with everything that I follow him on Instagram and all that. So with everything that you see, you're just like, oh, he's gonna come back. He's ready, and it just kept week after week. And Rivera saying, well, he can come back, and we don't know. It's just, come on, man. And now us knowing it's him, it's his psyche. The doctors have cleared him, and it's I did not expect that. That's and we've been able to pick up with James Smith-Williams, with Sweat, with our D line playing the way it has, but still, it's just like, man, one pick, you the guy.
Yeah.
Now this is the opposite of the RG3 where he came back way too early, and then obviously that he was never the same. So, and maybe down the line in hindsight, we'll definitely look at this and be like, okay, it needed to happen. Now he's perfectly healthy and he's been better ever since, but I just expected him to be back, and it's just it's a personal thing. I was just like, "Dang, man, what's going on, man?" So yeah, that's where I'm at with the struggling.
I'm with you. That's a great point. I mean, we never thought it would take this long to get him back. And we said Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
We're a good 5-6 weeks after Halloween.
Yeah.
So yeah, we definitely thought he'd be back. On offense, the tight end room. Where have they been all season?
Yeah.
Like we knew that Logan Thomas was going to be rehabbing a knee, and it may take him some time to get going. But he's been back for a while, and it's just not been that big of an impact player. He's made catches here and there, yes, and stuff like that, but not nearly. And I don't know if that's because we have better wide receivers, and those are the options that our quarterbacks are picking, or what's going on there. But even with Carson Wentz in there, we really thought, oh my gosh, 2 tight ends, here we go.
Right.
Like that's going to be, Logan's going to be Carson's favorite target. Never happened. Then this other guy thought he was a training camp darling. He got hurt.
Cool.
And he's been non-impact all year. Cole Turner.
Right. Yeah.
And we were talking about, we got our version of Ertz and Goddard.
Yep.
Turner's going to be unstoppable. He's going to learn how to block, but for now he's going to be this pass catching, red zone threat. He ain't doing anything this year.
Not a thing, man.
Mm-hmm. And as we get to some of the other questions, I'm going to kind of talk about that 5th round pick that we made. It's like and I think he got a little bit derailed by injuries, but then he got passed on the depth chart by an undrafted rookie out there, Armani Rogers. And so that's been really disappointing. Defense is a hard one to say who has struggled.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that the only thing I'm going to say, he hasn't struggled, but I thought we'd get more splash plays from Cam Curl.
Yeah.
I thought we were about to see him become a superstar. Like,
Right.
we're gonna have to pay a lot of money for this guy.
Take that next step. Yeah.
And I do think that some of the defensive improvements have coincided with him coming back, because he does make a lot of just tackles out there and steady influence. But I just haven't seen, like, as a rookie, he made a bunch of interceptions, and think about that game against the 49ers, his pick 6. And so we haven't seen those impact plays this season. So I guess I'm kind of stretching here, trying to, criticize him for that, because I still think he's a solid player, but he's had a solid season, but not a spectacular season.
Right. Yeah. And I wonder, that injury, we talked about that. I wonder how much that played into, but he's still up there, but like I said, but again, that's why I chose Chase Young, who has not played a snap, because I really don't want to talk. Our defense is playing, I think, better than expected. We thought bend but don't break, and they're actually a formidable force. So, I'm right there with you.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.